The first call ended the way most wrong numbers do, with confusion, a quick apology, and a click. Maya almost forgot about it. She was halfway through folding laundry when her phone vibrated against the coffee table. The screen lit up with an unfamiliar area code. She answered without thinking, balancing a towel against her shoulder. "Hello." Silence. Then a soft intake of breath, like someone realizing they had been heard. "I'm sorry," a man said quickly. "I must have the wrong number." "That's okay," Maya replied, already distracted. The line went dead. She shrugged and went back to folding. Wrong numbers happened. The world was crowded with misdials and tired fingers. There was nothing about the call that demanded meaning. Except, later that night, when she realized something odd. She could still hear the breathing. Not literally. Not like a sound stuck in her ears. More like an impression that refused to fade. A sense that the call had ended a moment too late, after something important had almost been said. She blamed her mood. The day had been long. Her apartment felt too quiet. Silence had a way of exaggerating small things. She slept anyway. The second call came the next afternoon. This time, she was ready. The same area code. The same unfamiliar number. She hesitated before answering, a thin thread of unease tightening in her chest. "Hello," she said. Again, silence. Longer this time. "Hi," the same man said finally. "I'm sorry. I didn't mean to call you again." Maya frowned. "You already did." "Yes," he said. "I know." That was strange enough to pull her full attention back to the phone. "If you know," she said, "then why?" "I keep getting you instead of the person I'm trying to reach," he interrupted. His voice was calm, but there was strain underneath it, like something being held back. "Who are you trying to reach?" she asked. Another pause. "Someone who should be answering," he said. Maya waited for more. None came. "Well," she said, forcing lightness, "you've definitely got the wrong number." "I was hoping you'd say that," he replied. The call ended before she could ask what he meant. That night, she checked her call log twice. Same number. Same timing pattern. Midday. Late afternoon. Always when her apartment was quiet. She considered blocking it, then didn't. Blocking felt like a reaction, and she wasn't ready to admit there was anything to react to. The third call came 3 days later. Maya was in the grocery store, standing in line, when her phone buzzed. Same number. She stepped aside, away from the noise of carts and conversations. "This is getting strange," she said the moment she answered. "Yes," the man agreed. "It is. Why do you keep calling me?" "I don't," he said carefully. "Not on purpose." "That doesn't make sense." "It will," he replied. "Just not yet." Her grip tightened around the phone. If this is some kind of joke, it isn't. She believed him. That frightened her more than if he had laughed. "Listen," she said, lowering her voice. "I don't know who you think I am, but I can't help you." "I'm not calling for help," he said. "I'm calling because every time I hang up, I realize I waited 1 second too long." A chill moved through her. "Too long for what?" "For you to hear what happens after," he said. She opened her mouth to respond, but the line went dead. Maya stood there, heart pounding, while the store noise rushed back in around her. She felt exposed, as if someone had spoken her name aloud in a crowd. That night, she dreamed of a ringing phone that never stopped. Each time she answered, the voice on the other end was closer, as if standing just outside her bedroom door. She woke with her phone clutched in her hand. The fourth call came the next morning. She answered immediately. "Stop," she said. "You need to explain what you're doing." There was no silence this time. No hesitation. "Okay," the man said, "but you won't like it. Try me. I'm not calling you from where you think I am." Maya sat down slowly. "Where are you then?" "Always one moment behind you," he said. Her breath caught. "That's not funny." "I'm not joking," he replied. "I hear your side of the call clearly. You hear mine until I hang up. What you don't hear is what comes right after." Her skin prickled. "After what?" "After I stop speaking," he said. "After the call ends." She swallowed. "And what happens then?" A faint sound crackled through the speaker. Not static. Not quite. "I hear someone else," he said quietly. The words pressed into her chest. "Someone else where?" she asked. "On your end," he said. The call cut off. Maya stared at the screen, waiting for it to light up again. It didn't. She locked her doors that night, checked her windows, told herself she was being irrational. Phones could not carry proximity. Voices could not cross time. There were explanations for everything. Still, she slept with the light on. The fifth call came after midnight. She was already awake. "Yes?" she whispered. The man sounded different. Tired. Urgent. I don't have much time this time, he said. Time for what? She asked. For you to believe me. Her heart raced. Believe what? That the calls don't end when you think they do, he said. They end when I hang up. And I've been hanging up too late. Her voice shook. Late for what? For the sound of your door opening, he said. The blood drained from her face. That's impossible, she whispered. I know, he said. That's why I'm calling. A faint noise slipped through the line. Soft. Rhythmic. Footsteps. Not his. Do you hear that? He asked. Maya held her breath. Her apartment was silent. Too silent. No, she said. Good, he replied. That means I'm still early. The footsteps grew louder on his end. Maya, he said, using her name for the first time. Next time, don't answer right away. Why? Because the moment you pick up, he said, it gets closer. The call ended. Maya sat frozen in the dark, phone pressed to her ear, listening to the silence that followed. For the first time, she understood what he meant. The call had ended, but the moment hadn't. The call ended, but Maya didn't move. She just sat there on the edge of her bed, phone still glued to her ear, hoping his voice might somehow come back. The silence in her apartment was different now. It wasn't louder or scary, just alert, like the whole room was holding its breath. It was 12:47 a.m. Her screen was dark. No missed calls, no notifications. It was like nothing had happened, and that terrified her more than the call itself. She got up and started turning on every single light. Living room, kitchen, bathroom, even the closet. The front door was still locked, deadbolt in place. Everything was normal, but that just meant the feeling of dread had nowhere to hide. She couldn't sleep. She just lay there, staring at the ceiling, his words echoing in her mind. The moment you pick up, it gets closer. Morning came, and exhaustion had softened the fear, but it was still there. She went to work. You have to keep up with normal life, right? Even when the ground beneath you is cracking. The day was quiet. Too quiet. No calls. By the afternoon, the silence felt wrong. She found herself checking her phone every few minutes, not with hope, but like a soldier on watch. Silence had become the enemy. The call finally came at 6:03 p.m. She was on her couch, phone already in her hand. It vibrated, and she let it ring. Her heart pounded in her ears. 5, 6, 7 seconds. It stopped. A missed call notification popped up. She breathed out, not sure if she'd just dodged a bullet or made a huge mistake. Then it rang again. Same number. She flinched. He said not to answer right away, but he didn't say not to answer at all. After 3 rings, she picked up. Yes, she said, her voice surprisingly steady. You waited. The man's voice was filled with relief. You told me to, she replied. Yes, he said again. That helps. Helps with what? She demanded. With distance. She shut her eyes. Explain. I can't explain everything, he said, but I can tell you what I know. Please. When I call you, he said, his voice low, I'm not calling from another place. I'm calling from another moment. Her stomach dropped. That doesn't make sense. It will, he promised. Just not comfortably. She swallowed hard. Another moment when he paused. One where I already heard what you didn't. A chill ran down her spine. What did you hear? Sounds, he said. Movements. Breathing that wasn't yours. Maya's gaze drifted to the hallway leading to her bedroom. You said you hear it after you hang up, she whispered. Yes. And you hang up too late. Yes. Her grip tightened around the phone. So stop hanging up late. I'm trying, he said. But every time I do, something changes. Changes how? It learns, he replied. A chill moved through her. Learns what? How long it has, he said. How close it is. How quickly you respond. Her voice dropped. You're saying answering the phone teaches it. Yes. Silence stretched between them. Then why are you still calling me? She asked. Because if I don't, he said, you'll answer someone else. Her breath caught. Someone else. There are calls you haven't noticed yet, he said quietly. Ones you don't remember answering. Her heart began to race. That's impossible. I said the same thing, he replied. The apartment creaked softly as the building settled. Maya froze. Did you hear that? She asked. No, he said. But that doesn't mean it didn't happen. Her eyes filled with tears she did not remember earning. What do I do? She asked. For now, he said, you stay aware. You stop answering automatically. And when the calls come, you listen past the words. Past the words. Yes, he said. Listen for the moment after. The line crackled. Maya, he added quickly. If you ever hear breathing that isn't mine, you hang up immediately. Why? Because then it's already learned enough, he said. The call ended. She stayed seated long after, staring at the dark screen. Her reflection stared back faintly, unfamiliar in the glass. That night, she dreamed of a phone ringing inside her chest. Every time she tried to answer it, the sound moved closer to her throat. She woke gasping. The next few days blurred together. The calls continued. Sometimes once a day, sometimes not at all. She followed his instructions carefully. She waited before answering. She listened closely. She hung up quickly, and slowly, something shifted. She began to notice things she had not before. The sound of her own breathing when the phone rang. The faint echo that followed her voice when she spoke. The way silence lingered half a second too long after a call ended. On the 7th call, she heard it. The man was mid-sentence when a soft sound crept through the line. Not footsteps, not breathing. A click, like a receiver being lifted somewhere else. "Do you hear that?" she whispered. "Yes," he said tightly. "Hang up. Now." She did. Her phone went dead. For a long moment, nothing happened. Then her own phone vibrated. Incoming call. Same number. Her chest tightened. She did not answer. It rang longer than before. Longer than any previous call. When it stopped, her apartment felt different. Not quieter. Emptier. She sat there until dawn. The calls never came again. Days passed. Then weeks. Life slowly reasserted its shape. The fear dulled. The silence softened. She began to sleep through the night again. She almost convinced herself it had been stress. Imagination. A coincidence stretched too thin. Almost. One evening, months later, she checked her call history while clearing space on her phone. There were calls she did not remember. Answered calls. Short ones. Each lasting just a second longer than silence. Her hands trembled. She locked her phone and set it face down on the table. From then on, when her phone rang, she always waited. And sometimes, in the space after a call ended, she swore she could hear something pause. As if listening. As if waiting for her to forget again.